So good time of day to you all. I'm going to talk about the Baltic. I guess if you're an American, Hermétique. If you're a pretentious American, Hermétique. So let's go over, first of all, we'll go over some basic stats that you could find on their website if you so wanted to look it up. The case is stainless steel 316L, whatever that means. 37 millimeters in diameter, it's 46 lug to lug. With the crystal, it's about 10.8 millimeters thick. The lug width is 20 millimeters. The movement is a Miyota 9039 automatic with 42 hours power reserve, and it has a 150 meters water resistance. I was gifted this watch for my birthday 3 months ago. I've worn it every single day since. Surprisingly to myself, I have worn it almost exclusively on this Beads of Rice bracelet. Historically, I've not been a bracelet guy. It came with the rubber strap, obviously. All of it is kind of a quick release, quick fit, whatever you want to call it. It's very pleasant and easy. So far, I would say that it's been a great watch. As far as accuracy, it's fast. After a couple of days, I'd say maybe close to a week, you're maybe a minute too fast. Like, it's not a big deal. I'll just set it back a little bit and you're good to go. You don't have to do it often. The finish is great. I have no complaints. It came looking great. It stayed looking great. Obviously the polished bezel polished bit of the bezel has kind of developed some micro scratches. How much of this is scratches or smudges, I don't know. I know there are some scratches on there, but as far as the rest of the case, it's held up pretty well. The crystal, double dome sapphire, of course, protrudes. It just continues to give it that more classic look, along with this kind of thinner case shape. It looks classic, feels modern. It's great. The dial is I've got the green, looks great. The indices, obviously raised. Their lume, the lume is bright. I can maybe find a way to show that to you. I'm not fancy. I don't have a little black light, flashlight or whatever these guys have. But there's no scratches thus far on the crystal, which is nice. Surprising, honestly. I knocked this watch against everything, even with how thin it is. I'm just clumsy and wide. So, but the crystal is held up really well. It's a quiet watch in some aspects. So as far as the ticking and listening that you might, say you put it up to your ear, you've got to get it at exactly the right angle to be able to hear it. The only thing that some people may find a complaint with, and I don't mind it, is that the movement itself, the rotor, is noisy. I don't know that it would be possible to pick it up on the phone. Just picking the bracelet probably. Anyways, not doing that, but sometimes, you'll do a movement and that rotor will just spin and spin and spin and you'll hear it. When it gets going fast, you'll hear it. It's not like you're going to hear it over conversation, but if it's quiet, you'll hear it. I don't mind it at all. I think it's cool. So, like I said, this Beads of Rice bracelet, it's been comfortable. Simple clasp. It's got some adjustments. There's no on-the-fly micro adjustments, which is, a shame because as it's getting warmer, my wrists tend to swell a bit. The bracelet gets tight. So I've done a lot while wearing this watch. You know, I think I've worn it working out. I work as a firefighter and a paramedic. It's been exposed to some conditions towards the extreme ends, given, you know, under gear. It's been exposed to a bunch of gross stuff on the medic, and I mean it's not going to have any problem handling stuff like that. Obviously, it's metal, it's steel. You can just wash it off. It's been in the ocean. It's been in the Chesapeake Bay, which is gross. It's been in pools. It's been in, you know, wherever. Typically, every once in a while, obviously, if it's in like the ocean or chlorinated water, whatever, rinse it off. It's a pretty good idea. Not saying I always remember to, but every now and then I just wear it in the shower with me and rinse it off, and she's been good to go. A lot of people were apprehensive about the crown. The crown is recessed. It is thin. I personally, the only time that's a problem is it's going to be difficult, not impossible, but a bit more difficult to set the time with the watch on the wrist. I don't know how many of you typically will set the time with the watch on the wrist. I do not typically do that. So in my opinion, it's pretty easy. Do this one-handed. You literally get a fingernail on the back and you pull it out. Voila. Hacking movement, it stops, you turn, set the time, you push it back in. It's just like any other watch, guys. I find that I like having the recessed crown. It just, if you bend your wrists kind of to the end of their range of motion, you're not pressing a crown into you. It's pretty simple. It's easy stuff. You know, it seems the design was focused on more of an active watch. You know, especially if you look at the early adverts and things like that, kind of an adventure type watch. And I think all of the design aspects fit that accordingly. One thing I didn't actually notice with the original announcements, things that came out, was the polished ring on the inside of the minute track there, which I very much enjoy. You can see that. Yeah, I mean, as far as the aesthetics of the watch, very much enjoy it. Pretty minimal writing on the dial, which I enjoy. I'm minimalist. I prefer minimalism with that. Like even the 150 meters to me is a bit of overkill, but that's just my opinion, man. I'll show you the case back. Like I said, these are kind of quick release, so you've got two prongs there. See if I can do this with one hand without making a fool of myself more than usual. Voila. So mine has some engravement that my wife did when she gifted me this for my birthday. But on the back, you know, Hermétique door, integrated crown, stainless steel, assembled in France, Super Luminova, Miota, you know, 9039, all that. Just lists everything you got, 15 ATM, Baltic watches. Show around the end of the case here. You see mine's got some crud in there. Like I said, I wear this every single day. I sleep with it on at work, so I don't have to end up forgetting it. Screw on case back. Like it's one of my, I love how thin it is. It's absolutely fantastic. No complaints there. I mean, as you can see, I don't think that's just smudge or whatever. But anyways, it's something I very much look for in watches, is the thinness, especially for something I'm going to wear daily. So I don't know if that I'm going to get this back on with one hand. So, un momento. All right, so I'll go ahead and pop her on the wrist. Feet shot, all right. So my wrist is 7-ish, I don't know, it fluctuates. That is on the wrist. Looks good, fits well, lug to lug. Like I said, big fan of the bracelet. I think the bracelet's gorgeous. I think it looks good on it. Fits the classic kind of appeal to the watch. A lot of people, I guess, would be kind of wary of the 37 millimeter, but just say don't be a coward. Just wear watches that look cool, that you like. Don't judge the size. It's stupid. But I think it looks really, good, man. Like I've worn it almost exclusively. I think I have worn it exclusively. I don't think I've worn another watch since I got it. I want to kind of compare to a couple other watches, just so people have an idea, say they've got experience with these other watches. So here is the classic Casio F91W. I'm gonna get this to sit still. There we go. So, most people should have this in their collection. It's a great little cheap watch. Get you one if you don't have it. And they're fun. They're awesome. I've got two of them. I got my wife one as well. They're as durable as a G-Shock in my findings. I've worn it to do a lot of stupid stuff. Here is, if I can remember, another popular watch. This is the Seiko SRPG35, maybe. I don't know if it's on the case back here. Anyways, it's a pretty common Seiko 5. Great watch. Love that watch as well. It was my kind of daily driver before. But, you know, honestly, I think this is a 38.7 millimeter. So, like, not a drastic difference in size. So, much thicker, though. I mean, you compare these, like I said, that's 10.8-ish. I want to say these are close to 13, you know? I mean, it's got that kind of bulging case back, which I despise, but alas. This one's well-loved. The crystal is scratched and gouged in many places, but it's a Seiko. I mean, it's fantastic. Another Seiko here to line up with the Mini Turtle. This is, I guess, like a Japanese direct market JDM version that has like the red. I guess the US ones don't have that. It pairs well with this this strap from, come on brain, think. That'll come to me. Fantastic strap. Matches well with this. This watch, I can't remember for the life of me the size or anything. It's a dive watch, a little bigger. It's obviously the Mini Turtle. So I want to say it's around 40 or 41. I could be wrong. Might be a 39. Obviously thicker, for sure. So, you know, comparatively. The other watch we'll look at, something a little more classy and dressy, vintage Omega. And I don't remember the size on this either. I don't even think I've ever pulled the calipers out to measure it. It's obviously smaller. It's probably like a, I don't know, maybe a 36, 35. It's old, it's from the 60s. And obviously very thin as well, being what it is. Hand wound, you know, vintage watch. But to be fair, I mean, as thin as this is close, if not the same in thickness. So there's some comparisons. Next, I'm gonna pause here again. We're gonna throw the rubber on, and actually, screw it. Let's see if we can. That's easier to do. We might be able to do that one-handed. Excuse the camera work. I don't do videos. I just don't see a lot of videos for this watch, so I wanted to add to it. Hopefully someone appreciates it, and if you don't like it, like and subscribe. All right, so, and if you don't like me just rolling this around the crystal, I apologize if that you know, offends you. I'm rough with things. All right, it spins, so we're not going to do this one-handed. So there we are, the OG rubber strap, which is a great strap. I've worn it a bit on this when I was down in Florida here recently. I kept it on that because of obviously I didn't feel like resizing the bracelet, but also I was in parks and around in the pool and water and stuff like that pretty frequently, and it was fantastic for that. So this is the medium strap, I guess. I don't remember picking a size, but I guess I did. It's a nice strap. You know, it shows you the size on there. Like I said, these little quick release, easy to put on, to take off. Absolutely fantastic. It's, you know, kind of this diamond pattern here. So it's not just flat against your skin. It's only got some holes. Which sometimes I just, you know, when I actually, you know, put the watch on, I will run the tang through that. You know, some of the holes that aren't center, I don't know if you're supposed to do that. This is the only rubber strap I have, but it works pretty good. Because I feel like I have odd shaped or sized wrists that just are never the right size for whatever holes are there. So just to, I mean, to show how, like I took the other strap off, but this one is even easier. You literally just pull that and it comes off. It's super easy to put on. You just pop one in, pull that thing. So I don't think there's really anything else I need to add, man. Like it's a durable watch, fairly accurate for the price point that it's in my opinion. Like I said, mine's a little fast. Your mileage may vary. I know nothing about adjusting that sort of thing. Like I know how to do it, but I would never myself attempt it personally. Like I said, I've worn this every day for 3 months now. So about as long, I think it was out a month, or I don't remember when it came out. It was late last year, but I've had it for, you know, for its lifetime that it's been out for a while, and it's a fantastic watch. It's held up. I put it through the ringer. I'm not gentle with anything I own. I expect that it's only going to continue to impress me, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone. I mean, I don't remember the price point on them, but for what you're getting, I remember being very reasonable. And before I end this video, because I do want to shout out to the strap company, Un Momento. Let's grab our water bottle. We've got a sticker. Oh God, Zulu Alpha. That was it. Pretty sure that's it. If I'm wrong, oh shit, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's Zulu Alpha. Yeah, man, they're fantastic straps. This one looks like crap on this watch. Obviously, they clash. Highly recommend these. That's a totally separate thing. But alas, fantastic watch. Get you one if you're interested in it. Y'all have a good day.